Hello everyone, and welcome to day 174 of playing Persona for Golden in real time. This series where I play through the day in the game on the same date in real life, one day at a time. Now, I didn't realize before streaming that my shirt is kind of getting detected by the green screen filter, but we're just gonna roll with it. However, before we begin, I did miss an announcement yesterday that we are now officially over halfway through the playthrough. And it feels like it's been going on for so long, and realizing that we're only halfway through it now feels a bit a little bit like it felt like it's been longer than it is, but it is a full year, so it's going to take a while. But it is also an accomplishment that we've been able to make it this far, so we're halfway through and just have the other half of the game left. So just got to do this a whole nother time, and then we'll be to the end of it. But either way, definitely a landmark and a milestone that we've passed together. So thank you to everyone that's been following along so far, and I look forward to continuing doing this for another 172 days. So with that out of the way, today is September, we're actually, now we're done with September. Today is the first day of October. So let's go ahead and see what the gang is up to today. So getting synced up as usual to start us off. Classes have ended for today. You're waiting for Naoto to recover. Is it raining? Yeah, there's not going to be a lot of stuff to do. So let's go ahead and go to the shopping district. And even when it's raining, we can still spend some time with the fox. So let's go ahead and let him know that we've completed the last emo request. This is the shrine's main building. You should report to the fox about making the wish on the emo come true. Let's go ahead and give him a call. Made sure there was no one around and called for the fox. The fox brought you the emo with the wish that you fulfilled. It's probably worried about the outcome. You told the fox that you granted the wish written on the emo. The fox looks exuberant. Yeah, he definitely seems excited. Oh, look at that. He's happy. The fox looks to the offertory box and seems pleased. If rumors of the shrine's benevolence spread, more people may come to make offerings. You can sense the fox's gratitude. Alright, we're definitely becoming closer with the fox. The fox social link has reached level 7. Your power to create personas of the Hermit Arcana has grown. Since your relationship with the fox has grown stronger, it'll give you a discount on its services inside the TV. You pass some time with the fox. It's getting late. You decide to go home. I mean, I'm still confused about what I do when I spend time with the fox, like just kind of sit there or what, but either way, you can work as a tutor today. Let's go ahead and save real fast, and then once again, we're going to spend some time with Nanako. It's raining. Yes? Nanako looks as if she's not doing anything. Since you have Throne, a persona of the Justice Arcana, you two might get along well. Oh, hey, Polo Marco. Glad you can make it. Yeah, I was pretty busy today. I didn't have time. I woke up pretty late, didn't have time to do it before going out for the day. So, a little bit later, but still doing it either way. You feel your relationship with Nanako is going to become closer soon. Will you spend the evening with Nanako? Yeah! Yay! Nanako looks happy. Yeah, always nice to grow a little bit closer with Nanako. I lost the paper I was supposed to return to school. What should I do? The teacher will yell at me. I mean, let's go ahead. We're not gonna leave her out, like, give her the cold shoulder. Let's say, I'll help you look for it. Thank you, big bro. Nanako seems ready to cry with distress. I didn't know she was taking it that seriously. You decide to search the house. The papers Dojima is always going through are here. A paper titled Parent Survey regarding scheduling of parent-teacher interviews was hidden among them. The word anytime has been written in the day requested box. Is this the paper Nanako was looking for? And with a title like that, it definitely sounds like that's what we're looking for. There's something else hidden in the papers. It seems to be a photo. You decide to show it to Nanako. You handed the paper and photo to Nanako. Nanako looks at the paper on the table. It says, anytime, I'll try, on it. So, he can come anytime? I see. And this is a photo? Oh, this is Mom. This little baby in the middle, that's me. Dad's smiling. Why did Dad stop smiling? I mean, I feel like both of these are kind of sad. But I think because you're lonely is a little less sad than just saying like, oh yeah, he's lonely, so.
Huh?
Dad won't smile because I'm lonely? Yeah, it's... Some days gets a bit sad than pretty quickly, more so than others, but you gotta take each day as it comes. I see, so that's it. Nanako has realized something.
After Mom died, I was lonely, but I'm not the only one who's sad that Mom's not here anymore. Dad, he was lonely too. I'm sorry, Dad.
Nanako looks more mature somehow. You feel that your relationship with Nanako has grown deeper. I mean, it seems like Nanako has pretty good awareness and able to understand people, so that's definitely a good thing to have. The Nanako Dojima social link has reached level 8. Your power to create personas of the Justice Arcana has grown.
Thank you, Big Bro.
Will Dad ever smile like this again? Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be pretty sad if I was like, sorry, Nanako. Nanako stares at the photo.
Good night.
It's getting late, so you put Nanako to bed and went to your own room. Okay, you know, a little bit of a sad ending, but I think it's definitely good for Nanako that we worked through this, and good to hear that Dojima will be actually attending the parent-teacher conference. By the way, that's going to wrap up the gameplay portion today, and bring us on to shuffle time. Alright, let's see what today's card is. It is the 5 of Wands card in the upright position. Yeah, it looks like what happens when 5 dudes find a giant pile of sticks and they're like, oh, they're like swords, and let's get to it. So let's go ahead and see what this means fate has in store for us. Upright 5 of Wands meaning. From the image on the card, the symbolism in the 5 of Wands suggests that there is a form of conflict in one's life. This may be an existing conflict, or one that is brewing and may eventually blow up in one's face. It may also depict a problem in communication. For example, in a situation where no one really wants to listen to the other, meaning that no agreement or understanding takes place. The 5 men may signify problems in a group of people who are not patient enough to listen to what anyone else is saying. They only want to be heard, and since none of the others will listen, they all argue at once. Much of this can be solved by the querent taking the first step to try and initiate communication in such a way that you suggest that everyone airs out what they have to say, one at a time. By doing this, you will be able to address the problem, and everyone will be heard, meaning they'll all be satisfied. The 5 of Wands can also mean that you are or will be facing competition in an area that you are not used to. This can be at work or school, where you will meet people with the same abilities as you who pose quite a challenge, leading to feelings of jealousy, greed, and envy. This tarot card encourages that you accept the competition as a way for you to improve yourself without feeling any malice towards them. This means that you should learn how to cope with them in a civil way. The 5 of Wands meaning could also be a personal struggle that you are dealing with on your own. This can be on a number of issues that affect you, hence you need to address them and find a solution for them. You will need to identify where the problems are and offer a solution that will handle the case. Okay. I think this is definitely good advice for conflict resolution. In the past, I mean, there's been times that I've felt like there's an issue that's like building up over time and then eventually kind of reach your boiling point and just kind of vent about it, and not always the most beneficial, positive way to handle it. And so, oftentimes when I've kind of been sensing that, I'm like, man, this isn't really sustainable, and it's just kind of getting worse, and at one point, it's kind of gonna like break. And so, rather than waiting to reach the breaking point, I just kind of sit down and think like, what is the most mature way to handle this? And then go about doing it that way. And for me, it's usually been like, well, this is an ongoing problem with this person, and so just talking with them or messaging them saying like, hey, by the way, this has kind of been an issue, and so like this is my feelings towards it, and have a solution in mind is generally more helpful. But basically just being like, hey, by the way, this has kind of been a problem. I like if we handled it this way, then I think that would take care of things. And usually that kind of gets the discussion going in a positive way that doesn't feel like it's too pinning the blame on the other person or making it to where it's like, hey, you gotta fix this. It's like, hey, bringing this to your attention. Here's a way to fix it, and from there, usually goes pretty well. And so I think that's definitely a good approach to it, and something that the card is also speaking to, of giving an opportunity for everyone to speak their position on it and just understand each other and work towards a goal. And while it's talking about other people at work or school being competition or posing quite a challenge, I was thinking you don't really need to necessarily see other people as competition. There's also an opportunity to work together with them and be able to learn a lot more in like a steady group with other people than on your own, and definitely better than trying to sabotage other people to get ahead. And so I think it was definitely a bit of a step ahead of me already when it was like, don't see them as a challenge, see it as an opportunity to grow. And it's like, yeah, that's definitely a better mindset than seeing everyone as enemies and living life through that lens. So, I think there's a lot of opportunities to grow, and other people can help you get to your goals faster than you could on your own. But either way, that's going to be another card down and another day done. So that's going to wrap it up for today. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like to follow along with the journey, as I do this every day. But either way, thanks for watching. I truly appreciate it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yep. And yeah, I agree. That seems like a pretty good card. Definitely good advice for anyone. So yeah, definitely a good rating. See ya. Have a good night.